Greetings, Earthlings. Mary Sanford here. Just leaving the river. I didn't really have time to talk to you when I was down there because I was busy drumming. I woke up this morning and, my mantra today is, I am calm. And I've been telling myself that all night because I kind of had a rough day the last couple of days. So just trying to do too much, I have to remind myself to slow down. So today, and I can feel it in my body, like I'm driving the car and it's a real effort to put my foot on the brake and push on the brake. It's like, why is this so hard? And when you get that feeling like you just want to, go, and you want to go faster. So today I'm focused on letting go of my attachment to speed, which has been a real problem for me for a long time. I haven't been a very patient person, and so now I'm trying to learn, just how to be calm. My friend Julianne said I was the most high-strung person she ever met. And it was probably true, but in a lot of ways that, has served me well, because I can get shit done. But for a long time, I spent most of my time just generating thoughts that were like, every single thought was, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. And if I make a list, at least it gets it out of my head and I don't have to constantly try to remember. So of course lists are good, and if I can remember to bring my list with me and I can remember where I left my list, because I also have had a tendency in the past to be very scattered with my energy and my thoughts, and part of that's me, but part of that is just busy. It's just a lot going on, so if I do have too much going on and I start to feel that way, then I know it's time to examine exactly what's going on and prioritize, because it's not all going to get done sometimes, and that's okay. So I've had to learn these things. So anyway, today I'm letting go of my attachment to speed again. And the drumming has helped to calm me. I'm considerably more calm since I played my drum for about 30 minutes this morning. And it's day 34 since I started coming down here and playing my drum every morning and my flute, and just practicing, letting go of something, and gratitude, on the flip side, the gratitude and letting go. And because you got to pull the weeds before you can plant the seeds, darlings. And some of those weeds, they're going to come out pretty easily, and some of them are not so easy. They're really rooted in there, and so I've had to dig around and dig below and lift them out, and toss them aside, and it can be a little painful. Because we're talking about ego, you know, and there are things I can let go of that I know do not serve me. And the reason I want to do that is not because I want to be some great person, you know, which greatness would be nice, but the reason I want to do that is because I want to be happy, and I want to be more loving, and I want to be able to be happy and loving even when I'm tired, even when I'm hungry, even if there's a hurricane or, you know, a flood or any number of inconveniences that can happen, you know. And I've had peace, you know, deep-seated peace, you know, but not for very long. It's like I get pretty shaken by, you know, things that happen, and, you know, I just don't want to be like that anymore. And I know that there's certain situations, well, you know, you're not going to be able to be present and have peace under certain conditions. Even the strongest mind would, you know, probably, you know, be shaken by certain things. But in general, I'm just aiming to be more calm, you know. So I'm letting go of my attachment to speed today. And my mantra is, I am calm. I am focused. I am moving with purpose. And my purpose is peace. And when I was at the river, I saw a lot of little blackbirds flying to the tops of the trees and flying around. Didn't see too many birds yesterday. And then there were a lot of big fat squirrels crawling around the trees and behind me, and they kept startling me. And a couple of them came down the tree and they were just watching me. They were so cute. And I saw a lot of fish jumping again, you know, and it makes me think of the story in the Bible about the loaves and fishes where Jesus fed the multitudes, you know, or where he says, I'll make you fishers of men, you know, kind of like that. But also in certain cultures, fish, you know, a lot of fish jumping or whatever might symbolize transformation, abundance, and good luck. So, and they were out there jumping again today, so, you know, I'll take it as a good sign. I'm so grateful, you know, that I woke up this morning and that I have another day, another chance to celebrate this wonderful, wonderful gift of life and the many gifts of, you know, motherhood, love. You know, that's a gift, and all the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful treasures and gifts and experiences of this life, you know. That make it worth living. So, have a wonderful day, Earthlings. And peace be with you. And calm down. It's going to be okay.